You want to know something funny? My whole reality changed when I started trusting me. When I started trusting my own opinion, my own intuition, my own mindset. Everything else kind of fell into place. It's like a newly found sense of confidence that I've had over the last 6 to 12 months. That before, I just felt like a little bit like people use the term awake or asleep a lot, but I did feel like a little bit. I've been on this growth journey for like 9 years now, but I did feel like there was part of me that was dormant and it needed to be awakened. And I'm very fortunate to have worked with some coaches and people to help really ignite that flame within. And here we are. So as I'm starting to do a little bit more of coaching and working with people, what I'm noticing is people have the answers. People know intuitively. You know what you're doing wrong, you know what you're doing right, you know what you could be doing better. Sure, there's like super like semantics that, you know, you don't have experience maybe in what you're trying to do to get answers, but you know the right step. There's always one right next step that you can take to better yourself, to better your life, to better your reality. Why aren't you doing it? There's like a lack of self-trust. That's what it was for me. I'd look around the room. Here's the thing. I had confidence. I'm not going to say I wasn't confident. I've developed a strong sense of confidence over the last few years, but I think now it's like deep rooted. It's the difference between, I don't know, outer confidence and inner confidence that I think some people are really good at portraying. Like when I was younger, I was really good at portraying like outer confidence, even when I didn't feel confident, felt like a little bit insecure. But now it's just confidence, right? Just being like, let's go. Like this is it. And so if you don't feel confident, if you don't have that inner like sense of security, self-assuredness, that assertiveness, then why don't you trust yourself? You know, like this is the questions that I'm asking some of the guys that I'm working with right now. And it's really like, these are guys that show up confident in the world. You know, they're successful guys. And they still lack, they're assertive, right? But it's like they're waiting for the rest of the room to kind of like tell them they're assertive, and they're kind of looking out instead of just like this internal knowing. And what I think it comes down to is like self-worth and self-trust. If you can nail these two things, I'll tell you from experience, life gets a lot better. Like a lot of us want to fix the external, right? We want more money, we want the car, we want the girl, we want the relationship to make us feel good inside. But it's like, that's not how be, do, have works. That's have, do, be, right? What that means is like, be, do, have, I'm gonna be the person that's already confident to attract the girl, to attract the wealth, to attract the success, to attract the mindset. I'm gonna just be that person. And then result, I'm gonna do the actions that are gonna get the girl, get the car, get the wealth. And then I'm gonna have all the things, right? So it's just like most people, and this is how I was kind of raised and like programmed by society, is like, okay, like I wanna get all these external things. I have to start building this, I have to start building myself up. And it kind of works if that's like what the majority of people are doing, right? But when you start to be the person that has those things, or just have the confidence that you don't actually need those things, the universe responds differently. It really, really does. And a lot of guys, if they follow these influencers, right, and they're flashy, they're doing all this stuff, and I love good flash, don't get me wrong, like I like nice things, but I don't make it my identity. Like you could take any, I pretty much travel the world now and just have my entire life in like 2 suitcases, so I don't collect a lot of things these days, it's all digitalized. But you could take all the clothes, you could take whatever swagger, whatever mindset, whatever I have, I'm still me. I still have this securedness. And I'd get it back. That's the thing. That's why it doesn't matter. Like that's why I'm starting to take more risks. I'm starting to aim bigger and play a bigger game. Because I'll get it back. If I, like, at this stage of life, if I lost everything that I've been working for over the last 5 years, 6 years, if I lost everything, I'd be okay. Henry Ford was 42 years old He started from scratch at like 42 years old. And he had a saying, something along the lines, I'm paraphrasing here, no man under the age of 40 should have anything in their savings. They should either put it all in their business, or they should put it all in themselves, their mindset, like, and just evolve as a person. You don't need it. You don't need it. Now, times might be different, and to be honest, I want a lot of things by the time I'm 40. Like, just to be honest, there's a lot of material things, there's a lot of experiences that I want to have. But at the end of the day, like, I'm hustling right now to build that, and I'm really content with how things are going. And there's also like this like scarcity aspect to it, scarcity of time and scarcity of resources, that when I was always in a hurry, right? For like so many years, I'm like trying to tackle all these different things. And even right now, I'm not doing too much, but I'm doing a lot of things right now. I'm learning Spanish, I'm doing boxing, going to the gym, taking care of my mind, I meditate, I'm building the business, I'm now getting into the content game. Like, there's a lot of things that take up time and energy, but being okay not getting some of those things done. Obviously, I'm still working out and I have my priorities down, but it's like I don't need to do all these external things. I do what I want, and that's the biggest difference. Is like before I was doing what other people wanted, or what I think other people wanted that I wanted to work towards. I just don't have that pressure anymore, and that's what I want to like share with other people. Is like, once you take that pressure off of like external forces of what other people think, you're gonna start just to be your own person. You're gonna start thinking, you're gonna get clarity. So much of life is just clarity. Like, when you kind of zoom out, you're just like, whoa, the world isn't always the way I think it is. And there's like new elevated senses of consciousness, whatever you want to call it. But like, once you get clarity, and once you start limiting beliefs, the more I learn about the subconscious mind, is like dissolving, right? It's like, right now, I've been living with certain lenses that obstruct my subconscious mind from, bringing in beautiful experiences, beautiful abundance, beautiful happiness and joy. Once you start like lifting off the veil, you're like, oh, they say everything's connected, right? Everything is one. What I internalize that to mean is like, I'm perfectly the way I am. I'm whole and I'm complete. Anything else that comes into my reality, friends, money, whatever, I'm considering that a bonus. Anything else is just a bonus. So if you're currently seeking advice outside of yourself, maybe you're at a stage of life where you need to do that. Maybe you don't deserve to be trusted. Your self-judgment, your judgment is right now not very good. And if it's not very good, you need to rely on people with better judgment. Mentors, friends, good influences, parents sometimes, right? Sometimes that can be detrimental, or not the fun way. But once you start trusting yourself, right? Once you start trusting your own judgment, that's when your reality is going to change. Because once you get that clarity, man, I feel like that's what guys need in today's world. Is like, everybody, once you have clarity, the truth presents itself. Everything else becomes simple. It really does. And you just start working towards what it is you really want. That's it. The more you trust yourself, the more the universe is going to see that, reward you for it, present the next right step for you to embark on in your path. There you go. That's what I got for you guys. Start trusting yourself. If you don't, comment why. I'll offer any insight I can in the comments. What's preventing you? I bet it's some BS story. It's some BS thing that if you can tackle whatever that resistance to you believing in yourself is, your whole world is going to change. See you in the next one. Peace.